According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Why haven't we gotten Sid involved?
With the Loperids?
Yeah, the Loperids might be able to help.
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology!
Uppity
You're trying
rabbits.
to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some in's like blowing up a dam and watching the river of Ether come rushing through.
Okay, then we just need to get that stuff.
Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
Graha might.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the Ether.
Or might be able to
just a
gain access to know how to make it.
From a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the...
During the calamity?
Well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sort.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
I'm pretty sure we've been in a few.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Yeah, you were. The White Raven's ghost, it haunts me.
Heavens, are you all right? You look pale as a... Best put that battle from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most
Sufficient option?
Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Oh, happening.
What's all this? Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us...
To carry us Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Word.
This
I
is
like this.
Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
I like this. I love this.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Oh, are you? Are you, Graha? Probably in the
Logically,
Crystal Tower?
Such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary.
The Crystal
in
Tower?
Components intended to conduct or collect surpassing
Amounts of ether.
any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists.
Or enthusiasts?
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no
I like
less.
the fact that Ciri is involved. Serena.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics.
Sacred relics.
Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
Oh, everything's going right.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship.
To finish your starship.
I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Foretold, yeah.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking, and I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog!
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be
careful.
Just like that.
Yep, that easy.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Come on, Fortuno. You must be proud of your son. And, well, your daughter, too. Don't just walk away. In times like these, we are reminded of how famous or infamous Alphino has become. Who'd have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pearl conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Oh, and who might that be? Yeah, Kryle, who is it? That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah. Oh God, what's happening in Ul'dah? This fucker. Guy with the fucking mask.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics
of Allagan make.
Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blade.
brass blades for the support as you must.
Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these... There, guys. We have need of your stone torch. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I...
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberg will
personally see it done. Well, he has a lot of scars on his face. I want scar options for my character.
Lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade...
Tizona's blade, clear the way.
Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets. Or
Sleeping in collector's vaults?
Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions.
I wish you the joy of it.
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best
efforts may be for naught.
And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not
learn one simple truth?
That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand...
If we stand together,
It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call
upon us now.
Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world.
For our world's future.
You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bids you good luck.
And God's speed. Are we going to get more meanwhiles? Nothing for like the 12's Wood, like Redania or Nimsalumitsa? Just Ulda? Oh, meanwhile in the Black Shroud. Okay, we're getting it. Wait, is that one of the bard trainers?
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses.
Yeah.
Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Ooh. Here comes some,
In that case, might I suggest
police
taking
and
us
some,
along?
People from, Girvania? No? Wait, what's the place called again?
Commander
Alamigo.
Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing.
Aww.
I promise you, Papalimo.
Papalimo. I miss Papalimo. Meanwhile in Korthos,
There you are! We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Oh. Dragon? Dragons have to help with this.
That was a roar! A dragon's roar!
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea. I love seeing all this. All the places we've been to.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
The turtle people.
Hmm? Is that...
Yep.
Hancock? What a
Soraban?
surprise this is.
Oh, I've missed Soraban.
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
It's them. It's the, whatever they're called. No job too small. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? You've already done more than enough. If I had to say, though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about Allegan technology. Graha? You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. Oh, there's reason for that. If only Master Kokol knew how right he was. While he and Graha establish a rapport, why don't we help with preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean having gone above and beyond the terms of our arrangement. But I propose this is not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Have you not thought about how this we still might not be able, we'll still might die on the moon. There's still a chance we could all just out of species die. Why aren't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you're mind to lend a hand, I know where you're ought to go. Charley and Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types. But busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Pa, that lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. No, keep the music. Oh, okay, good. There we go. The music is still there. What's this? It's a vent of some kind, I think. Almost there. I'm going to get that Ethernet first. Etherite, I mean. Where is it? Oh, I see it. And before I go back to them, I'll get this chocobo key. Oh, I forgot. The chest piece. Please be good looking. Huh. I kinda like that. There we go. From what I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspirations Scholark Monty mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Etherite once our work is done. Helping with the Ark, even with all the power Master Cookrolls managed to squeeze out of the Aether burner, it's still not enough apparently. Now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the Exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and we all will be well. Hello, are you one of the new helpers? In a way. Working on the Ether burner? Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out, it's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes on what have you. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when, a lot of people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortunato and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Okay, there's just one more person to talk to. Can I go in these buildings? No, I can't. Where's the last person? Oh, there they are. Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. This mostly lists the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose as a new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I'm not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants, but I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit that ran by. The beheaded rabbit that ran by? Oh, you have no idea. Those are the ones that you saw. Those are the ones who help. Oops, wrong button. Search for the beheaded rabbit. Oh, there they are. Living way, growing way, cooking way, and singing way. Where's pudding way? It would appear the Loperettes have infiltrated Charlian's most heavily guarded facility. How? I know not. Crikey, I wasn't expecting to see you here, Davel. I'm so sorry I didn't have a chance to say goodbye, and for, having those other Loperettes attack you. Terrible misunderstanding that. Not to worry, though. As all have since recovered from the rather savage beating you administered, they bear no ill will. Well, perhaps a little, on account of the savagery, but time heals all wounds, most anyway. How marvelous it is to see you again. You'll be pleased to hear I've learned much since our fascinating discussion at the Caratorium. It's all thanks to Urianger, you see. It's taught me the finer points of cooking, which, despite my name, I know very little about. So many dishes, so many hard-to-pronounce words. Actually, I was rather hoping he'd show me how to bake an Archon loaf. They're quite popular, I hear, though it doesn't sound like it contains any flavor to speak of. Still, if that's the sort of thing your kind enjoys, I shall make enough to last the whole journey. Urianger, do not teach them how to make that loaf of bread. Teach them to make things that are flavorful. Hum, hum, hum. What joy to sample the delights of Aetheris. Fancy meeting you here, Davel. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Aetheris itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they were rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare, and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chance upon Urianger and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Wise guides. A tour of Labyrinthos? An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's Burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the Loperettes acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlayan collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. They have their art better suited to lead this adventure. What a marvelous idea. Might we begin with that great big what's-it over yonder? Ah yes, the what's it. I shall leave its explanation to Davel. Chuckle.